How's it going?
I thought you were. How are you?
Kevin Costner claims estranged wife wants $248K in child support to fund her plastic surgery. Kevin Costner is accusing his estranged wife, Christine Baumgartner, of seeking nearly $250,000 in child support payments for her own benefit, not their kids. The Yellowstone star, 68, alleged in court documents obtained by Page 6 Thursday that his forensic accountant found that the handbag designer, 49, spends more than $100,000 in cosmetic surgery procedures, and that's the real reason she is asking for so much money. He also claims Baumgartner has dropped thousands of dollars in boutique shopping, ATM withdrawals, construction loans, attorney's fees and other expenses that have nothing to do with her children. Her attorneys did not immediately return Page 6's request for comment on the allegations. Baumgartner, who shares Caden Wyatt, 16, Hayes Logan, 14, and Grace Avery, 13, with Costner, previously argued that the $248,000 a month she is requesting is less than the amount needed to maintain the children in their accustomed lifestyle. She also claimed she has no income of her own and has been a stay-at-home mom since 2007, when her oldest was born. However, the Bodyguard star said in the new court documents that he believes $51,940 a month, which is what he's currently paying, is the reasonable amount. He is also paying 100% of the children's health insurance, their extracurricular expenses, Grace's private school tuition, and Caden's car costs. Baumgartner filed for divorce in May after 18 years of marriage, citing irreconcilable differences, and the ex's finances have been the biggest point of contention since. Although Costner has a premarital agreement with his estranged wife that details how much spousal support she will get, she recently tried to push back on that, as well. Baumgartner claimed in court documents obtained by Page 6 last week that her movie star ex allegedly tried to deposit $1 million into her bank account to allegedly force her into conceding to the terms of her limited spousal support in their agreement. "I cannot make this concession. Do not accept payment," and instructed our financial accountant Francis Shelley to return the funds to Kevin, she added at the time. Baumgartner then revealed how much Costner made in 2022 in an effort to substantiate her claims, listing all of the Let Him Go stars and their families' lavish expenses. Some of the most notable items on the list were more than $449,000 spent on beach club fees, nearly $2 million to operate their Aspen, Colorado home, more than $830,000 in gifts and other costs. Costner, who made $19,517,064.32 last year before taxes, according to the documents, previously pleaded with the court to not release his financial information out of fear that irreparable harm will be done to him by fraudsters, burglars, and unwanted and embarrassing global media attention. Meanwhile, Baumgartner has also tried to stonewall another part of her premarital agreement that details she is to vacate the marital home within 30 days of the separation. Earlier this month, the mother of three refused to leave the former couple's $145 million Santa Barbara estate, even though Costner was required to set her up with a separate $1.2 million property, per their agreement. She then reportedly claimed the Dances with Wolves actor had no legal basis to ask her and the children to leave. However, Baumgartner reportedly decided to finally back down on that battle this week under one condition. Per Radar Online, she agreed to move out of their mansion if Costner coughs up more money to guarantee that she won't be left penniless. Kevin Costner's estranged wife Christine agrees to vacate his $145 million mansion as long as it pays her extra support amid divorce battle. Kevin Costner's estranged wife Christine Baumgartner has signaled her willingness to leave the mansion they previously shared, but only as long as she has guarantees that her soon-to-be ex won't leave her penniless. The 49-year-old handbag designer, who reportedly blindsided Costner when she handed him divorce papers, has agreed to leave the $145 million mansion on the condition that Costner, 68, agrees to pay any support and fees that a judge orders at an upcoming hearing, according to court filings obtained by Radar Online. In the documents, Baumgartner agrees to vacate the premises on August 31st of this year, as long as Costner complies with whatever support and fee orders that the court makes on July 12th, the date of the next hearing in their divorce proceedings. That arrangement would give her 50 days to find a new place to live and to move in, whereas the prenuptial agreement reportedly stated that she would leave the original home within 30 days of a divorce filing. She wrote that she was hesitant to leave her home without having a plan and funding in place, if only for the sake of her children, whom she doesn't want to have to move multiple times. Baumgartner claimed that Kevin wants me to rent a place without a financial plan in place. However, I have our 3 children to think about. It is contrary to their best interests to commit to rental that I may not be able to afford, particularly as that would ultimately lead to multiple relocations. My goal has been and continues to be maintaining as much stability for our children as possible, which includes having the proper resources and plan in place, so that I can establish a stable home for them, rather than making temporary and inconsistent housing arrangements, she continued. Costner was not only the primary breadwinner, but the only person making money recently, and Baumgartner says in her filing that she has no income. The Yellowstone star was on the hook to help his estranged wife relocate per their prenuptial agreement, but it was a relatively paltry sum for their lifestyle. Costner would have paid her a reported $1 million to find a new home, but with California's elevated home prices, particularly if she tried to stay near Costner, she may have had difficulty finding something similar to the luxury she and her children are accustomed to. According to Radar-Online, Costner has deposited $1 million in Baumgartner's bank account to get her to move out of his mansion, and he said he had previously given her $200,000 earlier in their marriage. In line with their prenuptial agreement, however, Baumgartner isn't touching the money, as she says doing so would rob her of her ability to contest their prenup's validity. She has also said that the couple have had no problems on days where Costner was staying at the home, and she says the mansion's size and disconnected living spaces mean they can live together without interacting. Costner's legal team previously said in court filings that Kevin has acted in good faith and has done everything in his power to make the transition as seamless as possible, according to Insider. He is being represented by the famous divorce attorney Laura Wasser, who reportedly served as an inspiration for Laura Dern's lawyer character in Noah Baumbach's critically acclaimed film Marriage Story, which earned Dern an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress. It was previously reported that Baumgartner is seeking $248,000 per month in child support payments. She and Costner share 3 children, sons Caden, 15, and Hayes, 14, along with their younger daughter Grace, 13. However, Costner has said in other filings that he believes he should only pay around $38,000 per month. Earlier this week, The Sun reported that Costner was blindsided when he was served divorce papers by his wife, as he thought that he would be the first to file. The Waterworld actor sat his family down, told them he and their mom were getting a divorce, and his lawyer was getting the paperwork drawn up, a source claimed to the publication. He wanted everything to be peaceful for the sake of his kids, and told Christine he didn't want a messy divorce, because he'd already been through one, they continued. But first thing the next morning, boom, Christine sneak attacks him and serves him with her own set of divorce papers. Kevin was so shocked, the source added. Christine has since made him look terrible, and has continued to do so. However, Baumgartner has previously shared a different, less flattering version of how their children learned of their impending divorce. In a court filing obtained earlier this month by People, she claimed that Costner told the 3 children about the divorce via a Zoom chat while he was in Las Vegas filming on location. The handbag designer added that she was not present during the Zoom call, and she noted that she was puzzled about why the children had to be told in that way, as Costner would be returning home in a matter of days. I am still confused by his motivation to do this via a very short Zoom session, especially since he was planning on being home 5 days later, she wrote. She added that she feared the children might learn of the split from an outside source, and she shared research with him that she had done that indicated a unified front with both parents was the best way to announce the divorce to the kids. However, Baumgartner claimed that Costner was adamant about sharing the information before her and on his own. He disregarded my proposal to do what I felt was right based on research and my relationship with the children. Instead, he insisted that he had the right to tell them that we were getting divorced first, and tell them privately, without me present, she claimed. It's unclear if the alleged Zoom session could be the same event described by the source, or if there may have been 2 dates at which Costner spoke to the children about his separation from Baumgartner.